Okay, so you've been feeling weird lately? Not like girl math weird, more like gut feeling. Something's off. Your boyfriend says he's fine. Everything's normal. But deep down, it's not. And if you feel like your boyfriend is acting strange lately, like you don't fully know where you stand, then this video is for you. But even if your relationship is perfectly fine right now, I want you to keep watching. Because one day, maybe next week, you're going to need to recognize these signs. Heads up, the last 3 signs in this video, if you see those, it's time to stop hoping and start preparing for a breakup. 1. His glow up isn't for you anymore. Remember when he didn't care what he looked like? When you had to beg him to comb his hair? Now he's suddenly wearing cologne. He's at the gym. He's matching outfits like he's about to walk in a Zara campaign, but he's not dressing up for you. You compliment his outfit and he shrugs. But when he goes out, he's got the fresh fit, a new haircut, and he took 3 selfies before leaving. Boys don't change their appearance overnight for no reason. And when they do, it usually means they're trying to impress someone they're not already dating. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to look good. But if his attention to detail stops with his appearance and never shows up in how he treats you, red flag. 2. His phone is basically Fort Knox. He used to leave his phone lying around unlocked. Now it's face down, always in his pocket, and suddenly has a passcode you don't know. You go to check the time and he grabs it like you just reached for his diary. And it's not just that. He's typing fast, laughing at texts you can't see. You ask who it is and he says, "Just a friend," with 0 details. Let's be clear, it's not about invading his privacy. It's about noticing when his behavior changes. If he's never been secretive before and now he's moving like an undercover agent, that's a shift. Pay attention. And if his phone is getting more love than you are, he's not just avoiding confrontation, hiding something. Cheating doesn't always start physically, it starts with attention. 3. Everything you do is suddenly too much. You used to send him voice notes and he'd replay them. Now he says, "You talk too much." You ask how his day went and he calls you clingy. You send him a funny meme and he leaves you on scene. When a guy starts to distance himself emotionally, he creates conflict to justify it. Why? Because if he can convince himself that you're the problem, then he doesn't have to feel bad about moving on or cheating. He wants out, but instead of saying it, he blames you for ruining things. A boy who wants to stay finds solutions. A boy who wants to leave finds excuses. 4. His schedule is suddenly full, but you're not in it. He used to text you first thing in the morning. Now it's, "Sorry, been busy." He's always at practice or doing homework or hanging with the boys. But somehow he's still active on Snapchat and commenting on other girls' stories. Let's be honest, he's not too busy. He just has new priorities. And when someone goes from making you feel like their whole world to acting like you're just another notification, something shifted. People don't ghost what they value. If he doesn't have time for you anymore, it's because he's giving his time somewhere else. 5. He doesn't compliment you anymore. Or worse, he criticizes you. Before he'd hype you up when you wore sweatpants. Now, you dress up and he doesn't even look. You post a cute story and he doesn't reply. You send him a mirror selfie and he just likes it with 0 comment. Worse, he starts criticizing your looks, says your makeup's too much or your outfit is extra. That's not honesty, that's emotional detachment. He's pulling away, and instead of owning it, he's making you feel like you're the one changing. Someone who loves you notices you. Someone who's losing interest pretends you're invisible. 6. The love bombing comes out of nowhere. Sometimes guys don't pull away, they get extra sweet. Too sweet. Out of nowhere. He buys you snacks, sends long "I love you" texts, posts you on his story, and you're like, "Wait, I thought you were mad at me 2 days ago." Yeah, that's guilt. He feels bad, and instead of coming clean, he love bombs you so you don't start asking questions. If the affection feels random, rushed, or like a performance, ask yourself, is this love or is this damage control? 7. Your gut is screaming, and you keep shushing it. You can't explain it, but something feels wrong. You wake up anxious, you check his followers more than you check your texts. You reread convos looking for clues. You overthink every reply. Your brain is trying to make it make sense, but your gut already knows. And here's the truth no one tells you. Your body always knows before your brain does. If you feel like you're losing him, even if nothing obvious has happened, you're probably not wrong. Your intuition isn't being dramatic, it's being protective. Stop ignoring it. What to do about it? So, what do you do when you recognize these signs? Here's what you don't do. Don't beg. Don't chase. Don't shrink yourself to keep someone who's already halfway out the door. Instead, pause. Breathe. Think. Observe more than you react. Let the truth show itself. Talk honestly. Say, I've been feeling distant from you lately. Is there something going on? And if his answer is fake, vague, or full of blame, that's your answer. Listen, you don't need someone who makes you feel replaceable. You deserve someone who chooses fully. Not when it's convenient, not when he feels guilty, but every day. And if he's not that person, let him go. Not because you're not good enough, but because you're finally brave enough to stop settling. 8. He starts comparing you to other girls. It could sound innocent. She's just really chill. Did you see how confident she is? She's not like other girls. At first, you might think, okay, cool. He admires her confidence. But then he starts saying things like, you should be more like her. Or, she wouldn't get mad over something small. That's not a compliment. That's a setup. It's emotional manipulation in disguise. He's planting the idea that someone else might be better than you. So, when he eventually cheats or leaves, he's already made you feel like it was your fault. If he compares you to other girls, he's not just hurting you, he's testing your self-worth. Don't let him. 9. He stops including you in his future. He used to talk about your summer plans. Now he just says, I might go on a trip with my cousins. You ask if you'll hang out after exams, and he's like, we'll see. We'll see equals, I'm not planning on it. When a guy starts pulling away, he stops imagining a future with you in it, and you can feel it. Your conversations feel shorter. Plans feel vague and important. You try to make a plan, it feels like you're begging for time he doesn't want to give. If a guy can plan a group trip, a gym schedule, and game night, but can't even plan to see you this weekend, that silence speaks louder than anything. 10. You feel like you're the only one trying. You're the one texting first. You're the one apologizing after every argument. You're the one asking, are we okay? It feels one-sided, like the whole relationship is being held together with tape, and you're the tape. When a boy starts thinking about someone else or just wants to check out without telling you, he stops putting in effort. He stops caring whether you're happy. He stops trying. And the worst part? You keep trying harder, hoping he'll notice. If love feels like work but only for you, that's not love. That's survival mode. If any of these signs hit a little too close to home, don't just scroll and forget. Save this video. Share it with a friend. Because sometimes the people we love the most are the ones we see the least clearly. And if you're going through this right now, comment, I needed this, so you know you're not alone. We see you deserve better.